All right, the state may call their next witness at this time.
Fred Miller.
Hi, Mr. Miller, can you hear me or are you frozen?
I can hear you, Honor.
Okay, great. I'm going to have my clerk swear you and then
There
Mr.
seems to be a
Please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
If you please state your full name and then spell it for the record.
Fred Miller, F-R-E-D-M-I-L-L-E-R.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. Mr. DiGiacomo, you may proceed.
Thank you. Sir, how did you used to be employed?
I used to be employed with the Los Angeles Police Department.
How long you were with LAPD?
Almost 30 years.
On March 9th of 1997, what was your assignment? What section were you in?
I've been assigned to Robbery Homicide Division, worked Homicide Special.
Were you one of the two detectives assigned initially the investigation into an individual identified as Christopher Wallace, also known as Biggie Smalls, also known as the Notorious B.I.G?
No, I did not receive the responsibility for the case until approximately 60 days later. We received it from the Wilshire Division, and then we took over the responsibility for the investigation.
Why would a case be transferred from Wilshire to RHD?
I'm sorry?
Why would a case at LAPD be transferred out of the Wilshire Division to the Robbery Homicide Division?
Because of the magnitude of the investigation that it looked like it was going to entail, they did not have the manpower that we had at Robbery Homicide to work a case of this magnitude.
During the course of your investigation, did you learn how Mr. Wallace died?
Yes, sir.
And can you describe that for us?
Yes, he received, I believe, 4 9mm projectiles to his body to cause his demise.
And where was he when he got shot?
He was sitting in the right passenger seat of his limousine museum.
And was that the Petersen Automotive Museum in LA?
Yes, sir, it is.
And that, was there a vibe after party after some award show that he was in attendance before he was shot?
That's correct.
And the fire marshals, did they shut down that party and that's why everyone was leaving?
That's my understanding, yes, sir.
Did you have information as to a suspect vehicle that you originally received?
That's correct. We received dark, newer Chevrolet S 4-door. It had very fancy rims on it. It was last seen going north on Fairfax and then eastbound on Wilshire Boulevard.
So I think what you just said was was a newer model Chevy Impala SS that was dark in color. Is that correct?
Correct. That's correct.
And the race of your potential suspect, how was that identified to you?
Yes, it's a male black.
During the course of your investigation, did you receive information that a person by the name of Duane Davis might be a suspect in this homicide?
Yes, we did.
I think he's frozen just a Okay. And in addition to that, did you learn that Duane Davis was present at the the Petersen Automotive Museum during the party?
Yes, he was.
Did you also receive information that he potentially had a motive to harm Mr. Smalls because of some sort of monetary dispute?
Objection, Your Honor, is the leading.
What's your response?
I'm just trying
There
to
was
lay a
some-
foundation through video.
Overruled. I'll allow it given the circumstances. You can answer, Mr. Miller.
He's not frozen. I don't think we caught your answer.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question.
Did you receive information that he potentially had a motive over money owed to him?
Yes, from several sources, we'd heard that there was a dispute between Mr. Davis and Tupac's organization.
All right.
And ultimately, did you learn that Mr. Davis lived at a residence at 1524 California?
Yes,
Did you also learn that he had driven or received a citation driving a black Chevy Impala SS?
Objection, Your Honor, leading.
Can I have the parties approach real quick?
Just redo this tomorrow.
yes.
Damn it.
We're going to take a 10-minute recess to see if we can fix the feed a little bit. During this recess, you are admonished not to talk or converse amongst yourself or with anyone else on any subject connected to the trial, or read, watch, or listen to any report of or commentary on the trial of any person connected with this case by any medium of information, including without limitation, newspaper, television, the internet, and radio, or form or express any opinion on any subject connected with the trial until the case is submitted to you. I apologize for the constant in and out, but we do need to try to fix this. All right, please rise for the jury.
Yeah, now it's working perfect.
For the record, the jury has exited the room. I don't know what we want to do.
So, Jared, Jacob's going to call him and see if we can get him closer to his Wi-Fi.
Okay. Okay. If you guys want to try to play around with it,
Hello.
see if it works, and let me know
Yeah.
what you decide. Okay. All right, we'll be in recess. The jury is exiting.
Oh.
You have one record to make outside the presence of the jury.
Sure, let's do that.
Just with regards to this witness's testimony earlier,
Okay.
Okay, I don't think it's going to hurt his feelings. The information that was garnered by the state specifically, I think, just falls towards a other bad act issue, and that is the testimony is that he's a suspect in a murder of Biggie Smalls, and there's some implication at this particular point. I know how the story ends. The problem is, though, is that it still infers a bad act in terms of him being the suspect in this case. So as a result, we just
I have no problem. The court already admitted this by way of our motion in limine. I have no problem with the court instructing the jury that neither the state nor the LAPD believes that Mr. Davis is involved in the murder of Christopher Wallace. I have no problem with that instruction.
Did you want a contemporaneous instruction, or do you want that to be included in the jury instruction packet, Mr. Stampt?
I think it should be some kind of an impression right now, so it
Okay.
contemporaneous instruction on it.
So the suggestion was neither the court nor LAPD believe
At this point.
at this point that Mr. Davis was involved in any way in the death of Mr. Wallace?
Sure.
Does that work?
That's fine.
Okay. Okay, let's bring in the jury.
Stand for the jury.
All right, does the party stipulate to the presence of the jury?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Before we go back to Mr. Miller's testimony, I did want to admonish you as follows. Neither the court nor the LAPD believe at this point that Mr. Davis was involved in the death of Mr. Wallace. I want that to be clear. Going back to you, Mr. DiGiacomo, you may proceed with Mr. Miller.
Thank you. Mr. Miller, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
So you received information that Duane Davis could potentially be your suspect. Is that accurate? I think that's where we left off.
That's correct.
And you also receive information that potentially Mr. Davis feels like he's owed money by either Mr. Wallace or Puffy Combs' Bad Boy Records. Is that correct?
That's correct. That's correct.
You also learned that he was driving or ticketed on March 8th of 1997, a black 1996 Chevy Impala SS. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And so based upon all of that, do you, along with, on May 27th of 1997, Compton PD executes a search warrant at 1524 California, and then on the 28th, you get a warrant to search the vehicle, the 1996 Chevy Impala, correct?
Correct.
And the vehicle was actually registered to a Patrick Parker. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Eventually, fast forward to June 20th of 1997, do you and your partner, Detective Poole, wind up having a conversation with Mr. Davis at his lawyer's office, Edie Fall?
That's correct.
Judge, I've had marked as 116 as well as, it's old school, so it's two sides of a tape, 108 and 109, which is transcripts. It's the audio and the transcripts. I'd offer them at this point.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, those will be admitted, and further, pursuant to your stipulation, we're going to play those after Mr. Miller is done testifying, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Sir, during the execution of that search warrant that you did, in the trunk of the vehicle, did you collect a Polaroid photograph?
Yes, I did.
And I'm going to share my screen with you. Can you see that Polaroid?
Yes, I can.
And is that the Polaroid that you collected out of the vehicle?
That's correct.
I move to admit 66.
Any
No
objection?
objection, Your Honor.
So admitted?
I pass the witness.
Okay. Mr. Stan, cross?
Mr. Miller, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
This Polaroid that's on screen right now, which is state 66 that you see in front of you,
I'm sorry, I didn't understand your question. Can't hear you very well. You're breaking out just a little bit.
I apologize. So this exhibit that you see in front of you right now, do you see the Polaroid still, which is states exhibit 66 for the record?
Yes, I see it.
Okay. Can you tell the jury what this means?
What it means?
Yeah, I mean, it's a Polaroid. Is there anything about this particular photograph that means anything?
I really don't get your questions right. It just means there's a group of guys together who enjoyed themselves, apparently.
Right. Can you tell us when that photograph was taken?
No, I can't.
Can you tell us where that photograph was taken?
No.
In terms of the clothing that everyone's wearing at this particular point, do you know if that was how Mr. Davis dressed normally?
I have no idea how Mr. Davis dresses normally.
Now, this photograph that was taken from the '96 Chevy Impala, that was pursuant to your search warrant, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you were looking for evidence that would help you substantiate as to who was responsible for the murder of Biggie Smalls, right?
Yes.
So can you tell us how this photograph helps you learn any more information as to who killed Biggie Smalls?
It may not be the actual person who pulled the trigger, but it may be one of the people that lead us to who did pull that trigger.
All right. So who are the other people that are in the photograph?
I don't recall the names. Orlando Anderson was one, and I don't recall the others.
Okay. But fair to say, of course, if there was a Polaroid with these people in there, it would have been part of your job as a detective at the time to look into and identify who those other individuals are, correct?
Yes.
And that didn't happen in this case?
I believe we did find out there was three or four more.
All right. And once again, did it help you solve the murder of Biggie Smalls?
No.
And fair to say, though, even though we've been talking about Mr. Duane Davis as somebody that was a potential target for your investigation, ultimately, at the end of the day, he was never charged with the murder of Biggie Smalls, right?
That's correct.
Now, in addition to that, fair to say that in your course and scope as a detective, when you do your investigations, you would have ran Mr. Davis's criminal history as part of your investigation, right?
Yes, sir.
Was there any indication on any of his criminal history that he'd ever been arrested or charged or convicted of any violent felony?
I don't recall.
Now, in addition to that, sir, your testimony here is that you did an investigation on Mr. Davis. Did you ever at any point look into the actual Impala itself? You said it was owned by somebody else, so Patrick Parker. Is that correct?
It wasn't owned by someone other than Mr. Davis, yes.
And with regard to that, did you ever interview Mr. Parker?
I do not recall.
And when you went to 1524, what was the purpose of going to that particular address?
I'm sorry, what?
You said you went to 1524 California. I apologize. That was my bad. But you went to 1524 California. Why to that address?
Because that's where we heard that Mr. Davis lived and that we had area units go by and check the location, and they observed the black Chevy Impala parked in the back. That's why.
Did you ever search the 1524 California residence in furtherance of your investigation?
I didn't. It was searched by the Compton Police Department.
Okay. And in their search of the 1524 California residence, fair to say that there was no evidence that was located that would have been helpful for your investigation?
Not at this point. That's correct.
Okay. What about the anything to do with a potential issue with Tupac Shakur's murder? evidence found at the 1524 California residence?
I'm not sure. That was not my case.
Now, at some point, your testimony is that there was a meeting between yourself, Mr. Davis, as well as Edie Fall, his attorney.
Yes, sir.
And in that meeting, it was recorded?
Yes.
And was that recorded surreptitiously, meaning it was done without their knowledge, or was it done with their knowledge?
I don't recall whether they were informed or not.
And just for our edification, where was the location of that meeting and recording?
Wow, I don't recall. I want to say it was at Parker Center, but I don't actually remember.
Is that where, would that have been LAPD headquarters, or are you talking about some other location?
That would be 150 North Los Angeles Street.
I don't know where that's at. Is that a?
It no longer exists. It was the old Parker Center, yes.
Okay.
The old police administration building.
Thank you, sir. I have no further questions.
Any redirect, Mr. DiGiacomo?
No, no.
Any questions for this witness by the jurors? We do have at least one, so hang on with us, Mr. Miller, while we go through the question process.
Thank you.
Can I have the parties approach? All right, Mr. Okay, Mr. Miller, can you still hear me?
I'm sorry, what, Your Honor?
Okay, excellent. A question from one of our jurors. If the car was owned by someone else, why weren't they questioned?
I don't understand. I'm not hearing you correctly, Your Honor.
If the car was owned by someone else, why were they not questioned?
More likely he was, like I said, I do not recall whether he was interviewed or not. He was not by me that I remember.
Okay. Any follow-up, Mr. DiGiacomo?
No.
Any follow-up, Mr. Sam?
I do have one further question, Your Honor.
About that? Or about something else?
Sure.
Any objection to him reopening questioning?
No.
Okay. Mr. Samp, you may proceed with a different question.
Thank you, Your Honor. I apologize. Thank you to the state as well. Sir, you had told us earlier that there was some indication that you believed that either Biggie or Sean Puffy Combs had owed my client money. You recall that line of questioning?
I remember that question, yes.
Was there any evidence that he actually was owed money by either one of those two individuals?
Not that I'm aware of.
No further questions, John.
Any questions based on that state? All right. Any questions based on that by the jurors? Seeing nothing at this time, Mr. Miller, you are excused. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I think this is our last witness for the day. Is that correct, State?
Yes, although we can play that 1997 recording.
Okay.
It's part of it.
I think we do have time. You said it was about 40 minutes?
I think part A is 40 minutes, and then there's a little bit that we may have to finish in the morning, but we can at least
Sounds
do
good.
part of
Let's
it.
get started.
We got to switch over to the.
coffee or soda? You have soda? Yeah, soda. What would you like? And soda. Whatever that is. You have that. Coke. Coke?
Kind of warm today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were out in the valley earlier. It's really high up there. Yeah, it's the worst.
That's okay? It's fine. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Davis, Detective Miller, partner Detective Poole. Mr. Davis here with Attorney Paul. The easiest way to do this is tell you what we're here and what we're all about. We are working the Christopher Wallace murder. Christopher Wallace is the Notorious B.I.G. During the course of the investigation, as you know, you've been through hundreds of these, as I have. Many clues come in, anonymous calls, investigation is to try and run down everybody. People say, was at the party, may have seen something, whatever. I mean, there were 1,700 people at that party.
That's right.
So, what we're trying to do is contact as many of those people as we can, find out if they saw anything. No. That's what we're coming with. I'm aware of your traffic warrants. I could care less about those. I'm not a traffic cop. Okay? And I got Mr. Paul aware of that. So, during the time period when he got killed, Chris got killed, until today, I said we received lots of calls. Originally, when this murder went down, there was a description given of a dark, possible four-door car. Okay. Some of the witnesses said it was Chrysler, some said it was a Chevy SS. That's part of the investigation. To this day, I can't be positive. I can't tell you if I'm positive or not. So that's where we're at, and that's why you're here to find out. We heard you were at the party. You were on an SS, a dark one. You know, just like about 85 other people we talked to that had dark Chryslers or Chevys. So let me ask this: were you at the, I guess it's called the after part, smoke training award party?
At the port.
Oh, okay. And were you alone? Did you ride it with somebody else?
Okay, I was riding with a few friends, but, you know.
No, it's fine. Give me
Yeah.
Mr. Paul explained that to me. And I'm sure he's already advised you. My thing is to you. All I want to know, if you saw anything, what happened there. Did you see anything unusual?
I didn't see anything unusual. I was, when he got shot, I was up under the parking garage, waiting on the valet man with my car. You know, the whole crowd just started running up under the parking garage. You know, talking about Biggie got shot, Biggie got shot. I said, Lord. So, about 3-4 minutes later, the man pulled up with my car. Officer in the middle of the thing, waving us out with it, you know, waving the cars on. Get up out of here, you know.
From the parking structure, you mean?
From the parking structure.
Okay. It may be advantageous at this point sometimes if one of these witnesses with him just to verify. And like I said, right now, I'm not going to ask the names. I'm sure that if we need him, you know.
Yeah, sure. At this point, his main interest is to tell you where he was,
Right.
what car he was in, to exclude any suspicion that his car was involved or that he was involved.
That's,
I was in a green Cutlass.
okay.
Green.
Newer, older?
It was 95 Cutlass.
And how many people were with you?
It was 3 of them. It was me, Wendell Prince, and that's all.
Okay.
I don't, you know, his name Wonder Mike. I don't know his last name.
Wonder Mike?
Yeah.
Wonder? W-O-N-D-E-R?
Okay. Okay, let me back up. Let's start. What time did you arrive at the party? Do you recall?
Maybe about 11:30, 11 o'clock.
11:30?
Yeah.
Okay. And when you arrived there, there are two entrances to the location there. You know, that little street you pull on,
Yeah.
with the park church on one side and the museum on the other.
Yeah.
Okay. You remember, did you come down Fairfax or down Orange? Jana there, or
I came down, what's that side street there?
Orange? Orange Road? Orange Grove? Orange Grove, I'm sorry.
No, on the big one, Fairfax.
Fairfax?
Fairfax, yeah.
Okay. And then pulled into the lot there?
I pulled in, yeah, got my car valet. No, I didn't get the car valet. It was up in the corner. It was ready, parked right up here in the corner.
Okay, there are 3 levels to that parking structure.
Yeah.
You remember which level you were on?
The first
level?
in the corner.
Okay. Up front towards the museum or on the back side?
I was on the back side. But when he pulled, no, I was valet. He pulled the car up and the man told us, waved us up out there, big tall cop, he was going like this.
Okay. When you pulled out, did you pull out on Fairfax or did they make you go out the other way?
Pulled out on Fairfax.
Okay. When you pulled out on Fairfax, what did you see? Did you see anything? I mean,
I didn't see nothing.
not when the cars parked in the street.
Looked
Did
at
you
it,
see
a lot of limos right there to the right.
along the curb there on Fairfax?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see the cars that Biggie was in?
I seen it when he was up under the parking garage.
Okay. Did you see that car in the street, you know, when you left? Or did you
The crowd just came running up under the parking garage. Everybody was running. Said, Biggie got shot. Biggie got shot. Lord, and then we went to our airport hotel. Let's get it was a gang shooting up in there in the hotel room and all that, you know.
Well, I hope I'm not even, but what kind of business are you in the entertainment business? I don't know.
No, I'm not in no.
Okay.
I do hydraulic cars.
I'm sorry?
Hydraulic cars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You have your own business?
It's like a coal business. 1524, California.
South California.
Yeah.
And the phone number?
638
68.
9042.
13. Okay. And the business address?
520 Long Beach Boulevard.
520. And the phone number there?
Even over the hydraulics, you know, like in the winter, there's really no work. So, you know, when it get hot, that's when
What's the name of the business?
Compton Hydraulics.
So you arrived there between 11 and 11:30. How long were you there at the party before you left? I mean,
It was about an hour.
while you were there, I'm sure you're roaming around, did you see any?
You know,
No?
there was a lot of stars there. Football players, basketball players.
There's some, we've interviewed people there at one time. So it's,
The fire department closed it down because I think it was overcrowded or something.
right. Okay. Did you see Biggie there or Puffy there? Did you know Puffy comes this?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Did you see them at the party?
Yeah, I seen both of them there.
Okay. Do you know them?
Do I know them?
Yeah, I mean, were you sitting with them or drinking with them or anything?
I wasn't sitting with them. No.
Okay. Do you recall who was with them when you saw him?
Him, the little Caesar, and it was his entourage. You know, his bodyguard and stuff.
Okay. And little Caesar, you know what his name is? Was he a rapper?
Rapper, yeah,
Okay.
he's a rapper.
How old is
Bad boy.
Bad boy?
Yeah. Little Caesar.
at the table, or anybody he was talking to, or that's... No? Okay. Did you go up and talk to him, or did you sit at the table?
No, I said it.
Okay. Did you talk to him? You know
He
him?
came by and spoke. How you doing? Gave me dog very young. That's
Who'd you talk to?
Sean.
Okay, Combs. Okay. Do you know Combs?
Oh, I know him a little bit.
I business associate or
I really not
No,
really.
that's fine. No,
Yeah.
that's fine. But basically, he wants to talk about
Oh,
where he was and what he was doing at
Right.
that time,
Okay.
as opposed to his relationship with any individual.
Okay, that's fine. Do you mind telling us where you were prior to the party
It was in Compton.
in Compton?
Yeah.
And you came from Compton up to the party?
So we went to the state basketball championship.
Where was that at?
That was at the pond. The pond.
Okay.
Pond.
I don't understand, you had a ticket to get in. Did you have a guest pass to get in?
Yes, yes. Yeah, we had like one year.
And mind tell us who you got that from?
No, I don't think he was getting some.
Oh. Okay, when you pull out of the parking lot on the Fairfax, you would turn left or right, do you remember? After the party?
No, they was making sure everybody go right.
Right?
Yeah, they was making sure he was right there. Officer, big tall officer, he was like waving
Was
everybody.
everybody north on, or
Yeah,
right on
right,
Fairfax?
yeah.
Okay.
He pushing everybody out of it. I guess he didn't know what happened or that, you know. I don't know, he just waving everybody out. Cars was coming out, and I just followed, the cars.
Okay, when you were leaving the party, you said you saw Mr. Wallace in the parking structure, the parking
He
area?
was on the stairs, he came down, got in that truck, and it was just.
What was the truck at?
It was right in front of the parking area. Right, as you come down the stairs,
Right.
yeah, it was right there, parked right there.
Okay. Did you see any problems or anything unusual out there when you were walking down?
I see that.
Okay, and you came downstairs, went in the first level, got your car, and you pulled in there.
No, everybody was out there talking, boom. They left out, then about 5 minutes later, everybody started running. I didn't even hear the shots or nothing like that. I didn't even hear the shots.
Were you in your car? I'm sorry. Were you in your car when people came rushing back, or?
No, I was outside.
You're still standing outside?
I was still standing outside.
Okay.
Got it on surveillance cameras too. You could just checked him out. Got on a blue jumpsuit, with blue Michael Jordans.
That's what you had?
That's what I had on. Check the surveillance camera. I was right up under the parking lot.
And you said that Mr. Prince was with you?
Yes.
What was he dressed in, do you remember?
Oh, yeah. All I know, I had on Michael Jordan. They came out like a couple of days before then.
They were
I brought, huh? It was blue, yeah. I brought the blue jumpman, the blue shoes, tennis shoes, and the blue jumpsuit.
Okay.
And over to the basketball game. My little friend, he plays basketball in the meantime.
Okay. Your friend, what's your friend's name?
Saying Tayshawn Prince.
Tayshawn?
Tayshawn Prince.
Is he a senior?
He was a junior.
At the time this thing happened, he was a junior?
Yeah. Crowd just got to running. It was, you know how people run.
Oh, yeah.
They was running, and he just pulling hard up. I just got in my car when he pulled up, and the officer was leading people out like this. Just made a right. Went on to the freeway. Went to what was that place? Jerry's Deli out here in the Marine.
What time did you think it was when you got to juries? You have any idea? Okay. You say it was a police officer. Was that an LAPD police officer?
I know y'all didn't heard it before. Anyway, everybody was up about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get the time straight, because the police didn't get there until about 6 minutes after the accident that you turned was sitting there.
Okay, it was about that,
Yeah, that's why
yeah.
police, there's just so many people there that trying to, people in time, as you know, it's difficult when you're a small period of time to try and put everything together, so. Was it your car, the one you drove there?
No, it was a rental car.
And two-door, the green olds is a rent-a-car?
That was, yeah, it was
Two-door, four-door?
it was a four-door.
You know what model?
A little bitty one. I don't think SL or something like that. I don't know.
Who rented it?
My mother.
What's your mother's name? Oh, we have it on paper. I didn't know you. Yeah.
Bernice Davis, that's my stepmom.
All right.
Bernice Davis.
Did anything unusual or fancy about that car? I mean, just so you figure out the videotape, the security camera.
No, it's a rental car.
Yeah.
96,
Okay.
95, 96. Green rental car.
Dark green?
Dark green.
And you said there was 3 of you in that car?
3.
Okay. Was there any particular reason that you left the party at the beginning of the hour?
Because they closed the party down.
Okay. Who closed it down?
I think the fire department, that's what they said on the thing, turned on the lights and said, party's over, and said the fire department closed it down or something, overcrowded or something.
Did you see any of your friends there at the party?
My friend?
Yeah. I mean, you went with 2 other friends. Did you see some more friends that, say, from your neighborhood where you live? Or
Other people he knew?
yeah, friends.
Yeah, I don't know if he wants to get into that. Again, he wants to limit himself to
what he did or what he did not do.
Okay. The reason why I asked, we're trying to identify everybody who was there so we can interview and see if we can't find out some more information about this.
Well, you only tell you the truth, okay?
Okay.
Y'all barking up the wrong tree. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wasting a lot of taxpayers' money. Every time something happens, y'all just blame that little neighborhood over there. But the guy from Compton Police, Brennan, he got y'all on the wild goose chase. Look.
Well, as your attorney can explain, I'm sure you could. We get hundreds and hundreds of clues.
Well, okay.
We can't. If we don't do something, we'll do something in court.
The next day after it happened, next day after Biggie got killed, he pulled over one of my nephews, saying, "We know you did it," and from our, that's ridiculous.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, I understand your problem with it. That's why, you'll find.
I know you called y'all to say, come take these guys out.
No,
It's wrong, man.
no.
Yeah,
I didn't meet him until here probably 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. When he pulled my nephew over, he probably was the anonymous tip. He's so obsessed with bringing somebody, to jail. I don't know what's his problem. He did a pen 3 times.
Well, see, that's the problem that I can explain to you. We get on.
I'm 34 years old.
No.
I'm not gonna piss on cotton, man. I had 3 strikes before the law came out. Straight out. I'm not gonna piss on cotton.
Okay, I just want you to know, we haven't picked you up from anybody. Now, we
No.
have.
We have to relax.
Yeah.
If we thought you were involved, we would have brought you in a long time ago.
Yeah, you would put me on TV.
That's what I said.
You know what I'm saying?
Relax. We went through your attorney to have you come down here just because somebody gave us a clue that you were at the party. That's the only reason why you're here.
But let me tell you his concerns. You're hearing some type of anger or frustration from him. The reason being, we're talking about something very dangerous. Once word gets out that you are associated with certain crime, your life.
Watch your head, man.
Your life.
I know, I understand. That's why we try. I understand what you're saying.
That's why your life is in danger.
I'm riding down the street.
If you understand, the reason we're doing this is because not just because I'm here, because so many people have put the connection supposedly between Tupac and this one. Well, I don't,
Okay. And he wants to come here because we know you're not Compton PD.
No.
We know you're not Brennan. Okay? And we don't have to hide anything. You probably had everything about Brennan and his family. The thing is, he thought if he comes to LAPD, answer your questions as to where he was, what he was doing, hopefully that will quell the rumor that was out there.
That's what
that we believe,
because nothing
that he believes Brennan more in the rumors. And he just doesn't want to get involved.
That's what, I knew you had warrants. We're going to come down to your house and drug you out and all this. I'm too busy to play so many little games. I got, believe me, lots of people to talk to. And because of the anonymous calls, people call in and say, hey, checking this, checking that, and in your car, I had to eliminate it, I had to talk to you, and that's why I went through your attorney, and I said, we could have done this, do down there, but, the appointment schedule works great, because everybody has a busy schedule, okay? If you're my target, you've been booked by now.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well,
That's right. We've talked to lots of people prior to you, and, they said, hey, we saw Keefe D there, we're just trying to confirm this and find out what people saw.
Yeah, they seen me up under the parking garage.
Well, see, that's when we learned something new. We now know where you were at.
It's a surveillance camera, man. I'm in a blue jumpsuit, North Carolina hat on, and some blue jumpman. Jordans.
That's what I'm trying to do. As much as you can tell us, it makes it easier for us to try and eliminate people or put them in spots so we can see that. That's all I'm trying to do.
Well.
Okay? So that's what. Just relax.
Okay, the last thing you said was we're barking up the tree. Is there a direction that you can lead us in to help us out? I mean,
you guys know, you know what I'm saying? I ain't,
we're talking about Suge Knight.
I ain't saying nothing, but y'all know.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Let me, everyone may have their own theories.
Right.
Theories are just
Exactly.
some facts. Here, you should just limit yourself to facts.
Okay.
Things you know, things you don't know.
Okay.
Don't get into what you think, because I don't want you to get into what you think.
That's fine, yeah, that's.
Well, I was just here, I was up in the parking garage. Well, the car ain't been moved 6 months. GM been looking for the car since January, December. You know, you can call and check with them too.
Yeah. Let me go back now. When you're in a parking structure and when you hear these people coming back or
Running in there.
where were they coming from? Did you recognize anybody, or I mean?
They were just running around.
Is possibly anybody that came running from on Fairfax in that parking structure that you knew that may have been out there? So I'm saying, you may have seen it. Did you recognize any stars? Anybody that was running around from there, or anybody? Okay. Did you hear any conversations with anybody that may have seen a suspect, a car, or anything while you were there in the parking lot, waiting to get out?
Okay, when you left, you made the right turn. Where did you go then, after that?
What's that?
I mean, what was your destination after you left the party?
Dropped Wonder Mike, we went to eat, then I went and dropped Wonder Mike off.
Where'd you eat at?
Curious.
Jerry's? In the marina?
Yeah.
Okay, and then where'd you go from there?
We went to drop Wonder Mike off. Then we drove in.
They live in Compton, or that area? I'm just going to try to direction travel.
Wonder Mike in jail. In jail.
I mean, where you dropped him off?
He's in jail, yeah.
Where you dropped him off? I mean, was it Los Angeles, Compton?
Compton.
Okay. So you left Jersey and went towards Compton?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, then next?
And I dropped Wendell Prince off.
Okay, same area?
Yeah.
Okay, then what?
Went on and went to bed.
Which address?
1524.
You didn't talk to anybody else at all after? Just went straight home?
Yeah.
About what time was that?
What time was that? Maybe about 2 o'clock. 2 or 3
I
o'clock.
have you here.
No, you're not involved.
Oh, you have one. Thank you.
2 or 3 o'clock.
Went to bed between 2 and 3?
Yeah. And I was,
That's AM, right?
yeah.
Now, at some point, I guess I'm going to have to talk to both of you about his car. Because I understand it was picked up in connection with the investigation. At some point, I would expect that you would either rule the car in and then keep it for evidence, or rule it out and have to, you know.
You made a claim against the car.
They have made a claim.
Right.
Yeah, they came and got it.
Okay. Okay, they made a claim. Okay, that's
Well,
fine.
whose car is it?
It's GM's car right now.
Okay, GM's car, but how did you purchase the car?
No, I did not.
We get those pictures, let's make sure we're on it. Make sure we're on the right car, 'cause we've been trying to put your car down, so you're aware. This is this the car? That's yours?
Looks like it.
That's it.
Okay. So that'd be one of the California license plate 3 Nora Mary Robert 071, is it on it? Yeah, you got it, okay.
Okay, who purchased the car?
You know who purchased it.
You don't want to get into it.
Well, I need to find, what's the history behind it? Is it registered to you?
No, it's not.
Who's it registered.
I think the registration
No,
is a
no,
public
no.
record. It's a public
Well,
record.
That's the thing. What makes it your car? That's what I'm trying to find out here.
He had possession, he had control over that car. Now, if JMAC, who is the lien holder, is making a claim, of course, he's going to respect that claim. And, you know,
That's between you
yeah,
and him.
yeah, right. So we don't want to get into that.
No.
But the car was registered, that's not a public record.
Okay,
No.
the question is he didn't purchase the car, he's in possession of the car. How does that make,
That's what we're trying to find out.
how does it make it your car?
Did you buy it from somebody?
Again, that car was parked in a garage or backyard, in the backyard, and he parked it there. He had use of that car before this incident.
You see, you know,
How long
I
have
have
you
a simple
had-
question.
How long have you had possession of the car? Or how long has the car been in your possession?
About July last year.
July 26th? Okay. Has it been involved in any accidents, anything like that? Since you've had it?
So I,
Yeah.
but I can remember.
And again, Detective Poole, our concern in terms of my not allowing to answer more questions regarding how he got control of the car and so forth, had nothing to do with your criminal investigation. These are certain civil aspects of certain transactions that I don't want you to comment on. It's entirely civil. It has nothing to do with your criminal investigation.
Well, Mr. Paul, we're here just to get the truth, okay? And it's strange to me, something as simple as the possession of a car. It appears to me that what's there to hide? If it's your car, tell us how you got the car. That's what I'm saying.
But the point is, he has already informed you, he was there, he said he had control of that car.
Correct.
Around this time period. So, if he was trying to run away from anything, he would say, I have nothing to do with that car. It's not in my name, it's not registered in my, I have nothing to, but he's telling you that he had some control over that car. So that means he's not trying to hide anything from the point of view of your investigation.
I'll make the determination whether it's...
Okay, that is fine, that is fine. But he's here voluntarily talking to you. But in terms of any contract between GMAC and him and someone else and so forth, that's a question of contract between him and he just doesn't want to get into
Okay,
that.
we'll go on another traffic. How many sets of keys are there to the car?
That you know of.
Yeah, that's your aware of that.
Just one set.
Okay, who has that key?
I had a key, y'all got it now.
Okay, that's the key that, what was her name? I can't remember.
Paula?
Yeah.
Paula.
Is Paula your girlfriend?
Yes.
What's her last name?
Clemens.
We talked to thousands of people.
No,
Remember
no,
all
no.
that is ridiculous. When was the last time you drove the car?
I pulled it out about 2 weeks before y'all came over here. My niece drove it to the prom.
Okay, that's what somebody said. Paula said it, actually. What's the Tom or something?
That was the only time the car being used.
For how long have you been parked back there, would you say?
If you tell you the truth,
Yeah.
it was up under the thing since August.
August of '96?
Yeah, up under the thing. What you call that?
That awning there on the side of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
house?
yeah. It was up under there. Then GMC came around the corner and my parents' address, knocked on the door, said they came looking for the car with the repossessors. So I pulled it in the back and shut the gate and locked it. And pulled up out of here, period.
Did you cover the car up with something when it was back there? I mean,
So when they first got there, it got covered over. got covered up, but I didn't have a long enough.
Oh, scratch the cover?
Yeah, I didn't have a long enough cover, so the car was dirty anyway. I just kept it off.
And to your knowledge, who else had driven that car other than you? That you're aware of, that you remember. Who else has driven that? Other than Patrick, I know he drove.
Yeah, okay. Good. Just me and him.
Okay. I mean, did you ever load it out to anybody for a couple of days or anything like that? Okay.
And
Anything else in the file?
I have a lot of questions.
Well, yeah, I know. Can I ask you something about if you know, when the car was purchased, did it come with the sunroof?
no.
Okay. This side, this side. Let's just about that, if that came with it or not. On the side, maybe the driver's side and rear, there is, it says Impala SS. Oh, here's a better picture, I'm sorry. Does that come stock or? I've seen it both ways. That's
You got the purchase it.
Oh, you do? Okay, when you bought it, the ones I've seen that are on the cars are black. So this didn't come with it, or?
It's black. That didn't go with it.
Okay, so you put this, you had the,
Or
okay.
the car did get wrecked though before too.
Oh, okay, what damage, do you know what part of the car was damaged, or? Well, there's no damage there now, it's fixed apparently.
Yeah,
Okay.
the driver's side.
Okay.
The man just backed up and came down the street, so wide.
I gotta ask you, how much did you pay for those tires? That's gotta be expensive. Did you see those? Those are beautiful.
It's a show car.
Yeah, no, it was very pretty. Anything else about? Yeah.
Just the comment that such a beautiful car sitting in the backyard, collecting dust. Why is it?
I got a lowrider, got chrome everything everywhere, and it don't be where we need it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, a daddy truck I was in one day, driving down the street, get shot up. You know what I'm saying? A daddy truck. So I just
What kind of truck is that?
That's a
new truck?
Contract.
Yeah. And he got shot up. They talk to police, no. And I ain't been in no car where nobody know where I be in at all. Cause I ain't, forget all this press, all that, man, that's just putting my life in danger,
Well, what cars are registered to you? Do you have any cars that are registered to you at all?
No.
Do you just rent cars, or do you own any cars?
No.
Okay. You drive other people's cars, like, does your girlfriend Paula have a car?
Yes.
Do you drive her car?
Sometimes.
Oh, which car is that?
The 240, sometimes.
240 what?
The 240, little 240 Nissan. Little 240 Nissan.
240 Nissan?
Yeah.
240Z?
No, that other little car. SE or something. SE or something.
Okay, when we were over there, was a Toyota Land Cruiser or something. Whose car is that?
That's her mother's car.
Her mother?
Yeah.
And this Nissan 240 is Paula's?
Yeah.
Land Cruiser is her mom's.
Right.
Were you at any time involved in the purchase of this car at all?
What part?
This Impala.
I think it's the same question that I told you earlier.
I agree with that. If you just think about what I said, Mike, what I'm trying to get from you is you call anybody, you know, in that park construction area when you first heard Biggie was shot or whatever. I mean, entertainers, anything you would call anybody, you know, that might have been in that area where you were at, you know. Might just start being, you know, they may have seen something. You know,
Answer. The question is.
okay, when he was walking there towards his car and he saw people come running back around, my question is, did he recognize anybody, you know, stars and whoever might have been running there, so I can talk to them and see if they need a witness, because they're coming back towards that parking structure. They may have been walking up the sidewalk on the east side of Fairfax towards the Wilshire, where the cars were parked, and my hope was, well, you might find somebody that may have witnessed something. My concern. But, you know, we've identified a lot of people and talked about people already, but I said, they didn't see everybody, they only knew a few people. It's like me, because you may know one or two people, you won't know everybody was there. So we have to do the same thing to see if maybe they can use another possible witness. Is that fair?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
I know that's beyond the scope of what we had in mind. What we had in mind was I'll come and tell you what he was, where he was, what he did, everything about him. But he made it very clear he doesn't want to be involved with other people. And that question is about other people.
Okay, I think we're here to try to clear up some questions here, and there's several questions that up to now have been unanswered that I'm not satisfied with. I'd like to just interview him one time, because, you know, we still got many other people to talk to, and I got many questions to ask, and I mean, we're here all to get the truth. If he's not involved in anything, I don't see any reason.
No, I'm not involved in nothing.
Well, that's why I'm saying, well, why not answer some of these very simple questions?
Because I think you know the reason, Detective. You know the reason. There's some. He doesn't want to be involved. He doesn't want to get involved. He does not want to get involved. He believes that he knows he was there. He was not involved in this crime, and he doesn't want to be dragged into it in any.
So we should just drop all investigations?
No, of course not.
Say, hey, the hell with it.
No. You're doing the right thing. You're doing your job.
That's what.
I'm not faulting you at all. You're doing your job. You're going out, locating people, talking to them, and I hope you continue to do. I don't have a problem with
Okay.
it.
But I'm saying, I'm going to say, I didn't, you know, like I said, my concern is just to talk to these people. I can figure out what they're into. Most of them we know were entertainers or something.
Yeah.
My concern is, did they see something?
He doesn't want to be in a situation where word gets around that he said
Yeah.
this and
Do
he
you
said that.
think we told you where he got his name, or who told us about it? We don't do that.
No, the impression I have, this is my first time meeting you. And
No,
I do
second
have,
time.
second time. And I do have a good impression of you, and I have no reason to question either of you. But he's had very bad problems with the Compton Police Department, and where things have been leaked out, putting him in a bad light, and he's very concerned about.
I understand that.
That's
Yeah.
why
It has nothing to do with
LAPD.
That's why we took that time and consideration and went through you. Because, like I said, if you were the suspect, you know where you'd be right now. Okay? You'd be in jail, and all I'm trying to do is, I do the same thing if it was your brother or your cousin, whoever got killed. And you can imagine some blood would talk shit to me if they stood right there in front and saw it. Well, people got to get out of this fucking mentality and start realizing that human life was destroyed.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay? And that's all my concern is, you know, this could be just a kid or any other guy. It would have to be somebody who was famous. It doesn't make my job any different as a human being.
Why don't let me suggest something. let me walk out and have a chat with him and we'll come
Sure,
back.
oh, it's fine.
Because I have not discussed this with him. And one thing, the condition he made clear to me.
Oh, no, I understand, that's why I said that so that you two could talk.
He did not want to do anything
Right.
that goes beyond talking about himself. Now, I understand what you're doing, and I again, I have no
Okay.
problem with that.
Say what you
Let
do.
me take a moment to
Sure.
chat with him,
Okay.
and then we'll see.
Oh, give me a chance to remember. You can go right in the next room, or you can sit out here, whatever is comfortable. Okay, we just, yeah,
Okay, 4 minutes to spare. All right, we're going to take a recess for the evening. We're having everyone back at 9 a.m. tomorrow. During this recess, you are admonished not to talk or converse amongst yourselves or with anyone else on any subject connected to the trial, or read, watch, or listen to any report of or commentary on the trial,